It was a chilly Friday evening in the rural town of Ridgefield, Illinois. Streets were empty, only the distant hum of streetlights interrupting the quietness. Patrolman Mark Harris, a new officer with a clean record, was sitting in his patrol car enjoying lukewarm coffee. His radio came alive. Unit 12, suspected break-in at Main Street Jewelers. Alarm activated. Mark hurled the cup away, lights blaring, sirens slicing through the darkness as he sped along the winding roads. The jewelry store lay dark, its glass door broken into 1,000 pieces. He entered it, gun in hand. The spot was pandemonium. Glass display cases shattered, alarms screaming, gold strewn about like confetti. But it didn't sit quite right. The robbers had moved too quickly. Cameras were yanked from the walls, wires dangling. Whoever carried out this heist knew their business. He called in, "This is no ordinary break-in. Appearances a professional operation." In minutes, Detective Sarah Doyle appeared, famous for her keen insights and straight shooting. Her trench coat billowed behind her as she entered the crime scene. She surveyed the area, her eyes moving quickly in all directions. "There's no forced entry," she grumbled. "Whoever it was disabled the security before they got in." Mark scowled. "Inside job?" Sarah said nothing. She stooped, retrieving a fleck of rubber from the floor. A high-end tire tread, new. "Luxury SUV," she said. "Not something small-time thieves drive." The following morning, Sarah sat in the police station evidence room. CCTV footage from local stores was being cycled back and forth. Then she saw something, a brief glimpse of a skull sticker on the back of a car window in one photo. It was fleeting, near impossible to see, but present. She inched closer. That sticker was from a biker club known as the Reapers, an aggressive gang who specialized in moving stolen goods across state lines. She called Mark. "Be at the old gas station on Route 7. I believe I have our break." The location was half deserted, the atmosphere heavy with the scent of gasoline. Mark pulled in next to her. They sat there, observing as a group of men in leather coats loaded boxes into a van. Sarah nodded. "Let's go," police lights flashed. The men fled, shots ringing out. Mark took cover behind his cruiser, firing back. 2 suspects were down, 1 taken alive. In the interview room, the man who had been taken captive sneered. "You think we did this on our own? You don't know what's actually happening." Sarah punched the file on the table. "Speak," he leaned in. "The jewelry? That wasn't the point. It was bait." Her heart dropped. "Bait for something?" "For you," he replied, grinning. That evening, Sarah sat in her office, gazing at the case files. The puzzle didn't fit. The Reapers were vicious, but not this coordinated. And then she saw it, a report that had been tampered with. Patrol shifts were tipped off ahead of the robbery. There was someone within the department who had informed them where and when to attack. Mark appeared. "You think there's a mole?" Sarah nodded reluctantly. "Someone high enough to enter our internal system. Someone we trust." Reality crashed hard. All case files, all clues now appeared to be a setup. She began double-checking calls, radio logs, and shift schedules. And there it was, Lieutenant Craig's name. He was on duty during the night of the robbery, but had not replied to dispatch. His GPS reports were empty. "Craig," she breathed. He was at the warehouse district that night. They decided to set a trap. Sarah and Mark spread the word of a big transport. Confiscated diamonds being transported to a safe vault at midnight. The aim was simple: catch the mole in the act. That evening, the streets were deserted. The convoy moved out slowly, 2 police vans and a decoy truck. All was quiet until lights emerged from the darkness. The same black SUV. Suddenly, there was gunfire. Tires squealed, metal crashed. Mark yelled over the radio, "Ambush!" "Repeat, we're under attack." Sarah's car was broadsided. She crawled out, blood on her head, pistol clutched in her hand. The SUV door swung open, and Lieutenant Craig emerged, holding the hot diamonds. Her eyes widened. "Why, Craig? You had it all." He grinned. "All but attention. I founded this department, and they gave promotions to kids like you. So I founded something of my own." He pointed his gun. "You should have left well enough alone." A shot rang out. Craig staggered backward. Mark appeared, his gun still warm. Craig hit the floor, muttering, "You can't stop the shadows," before freezing. The next morning, Ridgefield was peaceful once more. The papers read, "Corrupt lieutenant exposed in inside robbery case." Sarah stood outside the station, watching the sunrise. Mark joined her with 2 coffees. "You ever think it'll end?" he asked. She smiled faintly. "Not while there's darkness out there. But at least, we're still chasing it." The camera panned up to the quiet horizon, the sound of distant sirens fading. The shadow chase was over, at least for now.